I'm Nick Jonas, and this is my Wired Autocomplete interview. People ask me all the time if I Google myself, and the answer is sometimes. What does Nick Jonas sing? A few things. Jealous, Chains, Levels, Close, Find You. Among many musical theater songs in the shower by myself. What does Nick Jonas do now? I don't know. It's a good question. What does Nick Jonas drive? A 1960 Thunderbird, red convertible. What does Nick Jonas look like now? He looks like this, right here. What does Nick Jonas' bacon song mean? It's a valid question. It's about life being so good that you might as well throw some bacon on it, just make it that much better. Is Nick Jonas Wedding Bells about Miley? Is that really the first one? That's so funny. Yeah, it was. So yeah, there you go. Is Nick Jonas vegan? Definitely not. I would have already told you if I was. Is Nick Jonas English? No. This is so odd to know that these are the things that people... Is Nick Jonas a fighter? No, I've never been in a real fight before, actually. Just fake ones. Is Nick Jonas coming to Guam? I hope so. I'm glad to know that they want me to go. Where are Nick Jonas' parents from? Newburgh, New York, and North Carolina. Where did Nick Jonas get his start? In a hair salon. My mom was getting her hair done, and I was about 6 years old, and I was just singing while she was getting her hair done, and someone heard it and suggested that I go see this manager. I went and saw the manager, and they started sending me on auditions for Broadway shows, and that's kind of how it all began. Where does Nick Jonas hang out? Oh, I skipped one. Sorry. Well, I can just tell you that I hang out at my house, good restaurants, keep it chill, hang with friends. Where is Nick Jonas filming in Cincinnati? Huh. Another interesting, surprising one. We were filming all over the place. It was a beautiful place. I like Ohio a lot. Does Nick Jonas play drums? Yes, I do. It's my first instrument, actually. Does Nick Jonas have a sister? No, I have a sister-in-law. Does Nick Jonas wrote his own music? I have written a lot of my own music. Does Nick Jonas have a star on the Walk of Fame? No. It's a great question, though. I like where your mind's at. What does Nick Jonas' tattoo say? I've got a few. This one says mercy. This one says God is greater than the highs and lows. This one's an arrow. My brother and I have arrows that point at each other. So when we stand back to back, we got each other's backs. How did Nick Jonas become famous? It's a combination of hard work, dedication, and right place, right time, and a lot of luck. Did Nick Jonas go to college? No, but I visited the campus of Northwestern, actually. The real dream was just to be able to walk onto the baseball team and see if I could do it. If that didn't happen, I would have probably just quit and gone and done other things. Did Nick Jonas write Glow? What is Glow? What is that? No one knows? Well then, yes, of course I wrote it. How did Nick Jonas die on Scream Queens? Good question. I'm still not quite sure myself. Bit confusing. But I did die, and I was at one point the Red Devil. So. What is Nick Jonas' net worth? I knew this question would be on here. Why don't you Google that one? What is Nick Jonas' phone number? My number is... What is Nick Jonas jealous about? Basically, loving somebody. I think for a long time, I thought it was about jealousy, but it's really not. It's about loving somebody and feeling like you don't want to share that love with the whole world. You want to share it with just that one person. What does Nick Jonas eat? Nick Jonas eats eggs in the morning for breakfast. At lunch, we're going to go with some kind of salad. Mid-afternoon snack, I'm going to go with an apple. I'm into apples these days, really feeling it. Dinner is going to be chicken, maybe some fish, or perhaps some red meat. Could always go for a steak and a glass or two of wine, possibly more. Does Nick Jonas have a baby? I should probably Google that, actually. Kidding, I don't have a baby.